in a pageant together, right?
Yeah.
I feel like we met at the pageant meeting, like the first pageant meeting where all the people showed up at Otters.
Was it Star Search?
Yeah. Is that
Yeah,
the time we met?
I'm pretty sure that was the first time that we like really, really met.
Yeah. But I was a Lyft driver, and one
What?
night Rock had her car stolen in San Francisco and put out an SOS on Facebook, but it was like fucking 4 a.m. It was like 3 or 4 a.m. It was so late. And I was just finishing up driving, and I was like, oh fuck. And I think I'd met you like maybe 2 or 3 times at that point, and I was like, well, you know what? I can fucking drive you to San Jose. And so
Yeah, full on. Like Hollow was one of the only people to volunteer to literally drive me back home to San Jose from San Francisco. And funny thing is, people say Rock M Sakura was robbed on Drag Race. I was robbed that night.
Oh no.
all my merch. That was my first line of merch got stolen out of my car. So like I never found that merch again. Never. Like I got the car back, and all that was taken was a jacket and $800 worth of t-shirts. But I never forgot that about you, Hollow.
have you
Because like can you imagine, like they would never show that type of Hollow on TV on Dragula. You know, the Hollow that drives you back home after your car gets stolen. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah. You know what? But I was that person for a lot of people on Dragula. You just never got to see it.
see, that's the thing is like this fucking show is 2 hours long, but you can't show that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I think each time Dragula is like a different length, you know?
True.
It's been like, sometimes it's 51 minutes, sometimes it's 54 minutes, sometimes it's 58 minutes, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Or you got
Wait.
22.
Have you ever seen someone wearing one of the shirts?
I have not. I swear to God, one day, if I find those T-shirts, I'm gonna track it down like a dog. I'm gonna find out where they got
Where
it.
did you get this? And then, like,
Oh.
did they give them away? Do they use them as cum rags?
Full on, you know what it is?
Clearly.
Someone is just staying warm with only my T-shirts.
Well, that's good. That's a good use then. Maybe they turn them into one big quilt.
Well,
that would be sickening, actually.
it's gonna be a shingle.
Did you say you were gonna get into softcore porn?
Well, no, Maxie is going to LA to film a music video and invited me to be a part of it. And I know who's filming it. Well, anyway, Maxie also described it as a softcore porn, and I was like, so in what way would I participate in this softcore porn?
I follow out so she can do clown porn with me.
Yes,
I'm so down for that. Hollow, I think you should. I would love to see you as a guest judge on Slag Wars.
I would have a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, totally.
But it's not because I posted it. It's because other people posted stuff of me on XTube. Whether it was at parties or at Dory or at Folsom.
And just another thought that I have in my head right now, have you ever thought about approaching Staples and asking for like a sponsorship and like do a commercial where you just have Staples on your face?
You know what? I would do that, but I don't use those kind of staples. I wish that.
Oh, because they're surgical staples.
I use surgical staples, but I should do that. But simultaneously, if you could, here's a good question. If you could have a sponsorship from any fucking company, each one of you, what company would you want a sponsorship from?
Sugar Pill.
Okay.
Are we talking about legit?
Yeah, like legit. This would be the company that would like.
Or Pocket Pussies.
At cosmetic. I'm like, I want top of the top.
I want sponsorship from Gorilla Glue.
Shut the up.
I'd want a collaboration with like the NSA.
What is that?
Being on the
I totally thought you said the NRA for a second.
No.
Well, they are in
We
Texas.
are in Texas, y'all.
Yeah.
Well,
yes, Staples. Why not?
Well, I was sitting here and I literally woke up. I'm gonna go back to sleep.
Well, that's good. If I'm in
I-
LA in May and you're also vaccinated and willing, we should have dinner.
Oh yeah, I'm vaccinated now, so I would totally love to have dinner with you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And any sort of collaborative pictures you would ever want to do. If you would want to, I'll pay for the shoot. So,
no,
you
you don't have
know,
to pay for shoots. There's plenty of photographers that want to work with us in LA.
okay.
Yeah,
Well, that'd be
that
fun.
doesn't seem very necessary. But we should come
Will
up
you
with.
staple my face?
I will staple. We should staple each other to each other. Oh my God!
Okay, I'm so down.
I just had a fucking crazy idea, Rock. What
Conjoined
if we did
twins.
staples and we laced noodle between the staples and then it all poured into a bowl of ramen. And then we also did a mukbang.
Oh, I love that. Can you imagine?
I
Actually,
You'll never
let's
be
make this happen.
yeah, I'm feeling it. Like let's talk.
This
We
is
can-
the art that SF could never understand from us.
Well, I didn't. I just did it anyway. You just did it anyway. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I'll be there.
I just want to know what it's
I'll-
like. You know what I mean?
It
It's
doesn't
just
hurt at
an
all.
experience you gotta have.
It like literally doesn't hurt the actual physical staple. Some places hurt a little more than others, but it's like a moment. It's pain that ends. What hurts about what I do
Mhm.
is that I stretch my skin and then I also rip the staples out without the tool regularly in my art, which is why they would even bleed.
Oh.
So like
I thought you were saying like you regularly live through like your childhood traumas before you staple. That's like the hardest and most painful part of the whole experience.
absolutely that's what I do.
That's how
You're like, hold on a second.
prepare themselves before hitting the stage. Yeah, I'm sure.
So much of BDSM and like the practice of creating relationships with consent, your body, your relationship to pain, your relationship to other people, power dynamics is about unpacking trauma.
Wow, that's so interesting too. I wish that more people had that kind of like perspective behind BDSM. Because people, I'm sure that some people are out there and they're just like, I wonder why I want to be hit like a piñata. You know?
Wait,
Well-
are you talking about your whole body or your anus? Because
I don't know, but whatever it is, it's got to have like children's music playing in the back. Some sort of oompa
dark,
music.
really deep.
Specifically, it's a small world after all.
Oh no! Instantly, a Bora comes to mind.
Now I
There's a crossover. As it was just my birthday, and Abora and Shrinkle came and visited me up here in the wine country, and we had a pastoral, lovely celebration of my birthday in the Redwoods.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah,
Okay, well, I'm gonna go back to sleep.
Me too.
Hollow, I love you.
love.
Thank you so much for having me on this live.
No, I'm
you guys
like
look gorgeous
so-
in red right now.
Thank you.
That was.
Because
I wish this whole life was.
you popping on right, like it's not like anyway. you
Right
popping
when
on
that
in
happened.
moment was so fucking amazing.
It was so funny. I was like, she's gonna say my name. I know it. I'm sorry, they're gonna say my name. I know it. I was like, I'm gonna stay on for just a second because I know where this is gonna go. I absolutely know. And it took me a while. To figure out what show that you were doing too. I absolutely know what show you're doing.
Oh. I laugh. I wasn't particularly vague.
She just has to practice her stand-up routine. We just happen to be the casualties of it.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't think there was a lot of ill intent, but I remember feeling a lot of things in that moment of like, this is really gross.
Well, I remember after I filmed Drag Race and after you filmed Dragula, I called you and I had so many feelings and I was just like, I want to die right now.
Did
And
you
like,
get
it was just,
therapy?
I did get therapy thanks to your wonderful advice. So I really did appreciate that. So for those of you guys who don't know, I talked to Hollow Eve after I got eliminated from Drag Race, and they let me know like they offer, like they've told me this before too, but they offer therapy if you need it. Oh my God, why I get so dark. They offer therapy if you need it, and so kind of like talking to you made me like actually like want to do it, you know. and actually take better care of myself. So
Well, and they don't
I'm happy
over
to hear
advertise the fact that they offer therapy.
they did to
Oh,
me.
good. Oh, wow.
They were
It was
like, they're like, you took that really hard, huh? Are you sure you don't want therapy? I'm like, I never had it before, so I don't know.
God, therapy is so liberating. Oh,
I'm sure it is. Healing.
healing.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I think that's
It's just telling lies to strangers until you finally tell the truth.
You were so accurate.
With my therapist, she's like, "How do you feel?" And then I'd be like, "Really good."
I
I'm
had
great.
so much today.
Have you ever thought about harming yourself? No,
Define harm.
never.
That kind of response is like when there's a customer and they ask, "How are you doing?" I could be overdosing on 18 ounces of heroin, still be good
and
Yeah,
absolutely fine. Doing great.
Yeah.
Top of the
Therapist would
world.
be like, "Did you do all the things that we talked about?" Totally.
yeah.
I'm like really at peace with where we are and like the trajectory of what's happening right now here in this office and what happened,
Yeah.
last week.
I'm just like, these sessions have been so good for me. I'm just so different now.
Yeah.
And then eventually a couple weeks in, you're like, maybe I'll try it. Maybe this person is helping.
Yeah.
Or maybe I just don't want to be here anymore, so let's try and get better.
Damn.
I feel like if I ever had to like take time to like build another relationship with a therapist, which I'm sure that I will have to if I move somewhere else again, I'm gonna have a moment where like I make some kind of stupid reference to like, yeah, this work we've been doing has really been clearing up my skin. Or like make some kind of like reference to how the work is changing my body and my life,
Do you remember that installation? Didn't you do an installation at the stud where you're covered in meat?
That was a powerhouse.
I was
Although no,
ew,
there
that
was
was at
one at the stud
Powerhouse?
too. Well, the one at
That's
the
so
stud was
stinky.
I had a powerhouse.
the powerhouse one. I let the audience cover me in raw meat,
I love that.
and it was really liberating. Cochina recently posted about it, and I had completely forgotten about it. But yeah,
I was thinking about that because okay, so I was doing this thing with Yuhua, and we were gonna surprise Laganja Estranja on a Zoom call, or like it was originally on Discord. This is why this happened. And I was supposed to join the call, and then we were going to like I was gonna surprise her. I was gonna come in halfway, and I had to change my name in my picture in order to surprise her because it was Rock'em Soccer with a picture of me. So I was like doing my makeup, getting my nails on, and everything. I was like, Cash, just change my picture or whatever, and then I'll change the name, whatever. And she picked a picture of like a charcuterie board with meat and cheese on it. And then I just changed my name to Deli Meats just to have something there. And my whole some people from my Discord are actually here, like Isabella and Renee are here. Here you go. She said hello from Wiener. They changed their names to all Deli Meats by the time I got back into the Discord. Like we had like there was like bologna, spam, there was wiener. It was really good. Someone was Beyond Beef.
that's amazing. This is really like connecting to the beginning of our live when I was talking about going to New York and having a taco where the meat was duck ham.
Duck ham?
Yeah, because ham is a cut of meat, and there's a cut of meat on a duck that's also ham. So it was a duck
I'd
ham
known it.
taco.
The duck ass?
Yeah.
It's ass of the duck. Duck
Yeah.
ass.
You had duck coochie tacos?
Yeah, that too. I want that more.
Them cakes.
Me too. I just want to see a menu that has that on there.
That would be a great restaurant where all of the things that you serve was like, testicles, asshole,
God.
all of the things.
This is a Dragula extermination. Oh,
No. Like, do it in a really foodie way, right? Like in a really
Oh,
foodie way. The Desi. Oh my god.
foodie,
Oh my-
foodie. What? What is this?
also, Zochi, we gotta hang out. I had such a good time meeting you when you came for like Pastel Gore, or like when you came to San Francisco, and I felt a nice rapport. You seem like such a wonderful person. I can't wait to hang out with you.
Yes, I actually remember.
I was fully like crying, and I was like, no matter where you place on a show, because it was before like even the season came out. I was like, it doesn't matter, and just like be yourself. And I was like gonna cry.
You met me who went home at like the same time.
Oh yeah, same. But I didn't have to mud wrestle.
Goodness.
Well, it was kind of like that with Britta.
Zochi
She,
loves the press.
I love to wrestle.
I used
I
to be,
love to wrestle.
I used to be a part of
I love to wrestle.
I've told this story before, but I used to be a part of wrestling at El Rio, and one time our like most supportive like audience member who like tipped everyone like all the time was really amazing. Like a team of creamed corn instead of lube, and so we did cream corn instead of lube at El Rio, and the fucking goddamn and like gallons of cream corn flooded El Rio, and we spent all fucking night cleaning cream corn off the floor of El Rio.
No.
I'm nickel.
I remember doing a show with you, Hollow, at El Rio, and then literally right as you came off stage, I was like, "How was your set?" And you just went, "I came like 6 times on stage."
That's pretty regular. Like I'm like really sensitive to public sex, as in like I'm like really into it. Like
Oh yeah, me too. Honey, me too.
well, I did that outhouse installation at the Stud, and it started out with me sitting on the toilet in the outhouse, and God's Little Princess being underneath the toilet in like the chamber, and I was just masturbating. And I was supposed to masturbate for 5 minutes, but people watching me masturbate, I came so fast.
I remember you told me about that. They were like SeaWorld. They were like
Yeah, it was like really, like instant, and you know that.
This sounds like an invasion show with our splash zone.
What?
You have a splash zone at your show too?
Once upon a time when invasion existed, we would have a splash zone. Yeah, so like front row got full experience of everything.
I grew up with a show that had a splash zone too. That's why we all get along so well.
Yes, splash zone sisters.
Wasn't it called Splash Zone?
Okay,
You're really going.
Fair point.
Okay, I'm gonna go, guys. Good night.
Sweet
All right,
dreams.
Rock. Thanks for tuning us. Bye.
Bye.
Love you guys. Bye.
Aw.
Okay, there it is. That was really.
That was